Hey everybody, welcome back for another memory keeping plan with me. This time it's for the week of March 18th through the 24th, and I am using a kit called Plant With Me from Cinderella Paper. I have been wanting to use this art for years, I feel like, and I finally picked up a kit with it and am using it in my planner. So I'm really excited about this one. This was the first week of spring, and we sort of started our backyard garden this week, mostly just by pulling the weeds. It hasn't quite warmed up enough yet at the point that you're seeing here that we could plant stuff, but we have started some sprouts. Or more accurately, my husband has started some sprouts or seedlings or whatever you call them. I clearly know so much about plants. So hopefully this summer we have a nice vegetable garden. We'll see. I am color blocking this week, which is something I'm going to try to do more of because I feel like I said in a couple plan with me's ago, it ends up looking a little more cohesive. I'm also only going to use one strip of bottom washi again this week. Not because I didn't like the other pattern, but I'm just trying to see if like just using one strip of washi at the bottom looks nicer. And so far, I've really been liking it. I feel like it frees up some space and just makes things look a little more tidy. So plus when I use the leftovers of the kit, then I have a piece of bottom washi to go along with those leftovers already. So that's kind of cool because lately I have not, the last few years, I really have not been buying washi. I've just been using my washi collection from, the last 9 years that I've been engaged in this hobby. I thought about that. I've been doing this for 9 years almost. I think I got into it like summer of 2015. I think I originally found out about more decorative planning in 2014, but I didn't like really start doing anything with it seriously, as serious as it can be, until 2015. And then I started my YouTube and my planner Instagram in 2015. And now it's 2024. What the heck? Where does the time go? Anywho, that's a little bit about me if you're new here. I have been around the planner interwebs for a while. I'm still a very small channel, very small Instagram, because I can't be the most consistent because it's just not my first priority. A lot has happened in my life during those last 9 years, so that's where we're at with that. But yeah, I'm color blocking this week, and I think it turned out really nicely. I also pulled in a Plan With Me stickers freebie that is in green foil. I don't know if that's the name of the color, but it is a green foil, like a true green. So it didn't exactly match the kit, but I felt like it matched closely enough that I could use it. And it had a lot of stickers that went along with like the first week of spring. So I decided to use it. I used the scene box on Friday and Saturday, and then I decided to use no full box at all on Thursday or Sunday because I had lots of things to mark, and I didn't really feel like doing extenders, so I just left a full box off. And again, that makes the kit stretch farther. I do use leftovers a lot because money, so that's what we're gonna do there. This week, went back to work after spring break, and we also had to take Clover to her first checkup since restarting her medication. So every 4 weeks, she needs to go see the doctor who's prescribing this medication and get blood work done and just get a full physical exam, and then we restock with her next dosage of medication. This time, she was already on a higher dose than her first round of treatment because of her neurological problems. And then this week they upped it a little bit more just because her neurological problems hadn't fully resolved. They honestly still haven't fully resolved, so we'll see what they say at the next checkup. So yeah, my husband was able to join me this time around, which was nice because if you watched my plan with me the time I went in February, there was a horrible road rage driver. The rental car company I chose was not being very helpful, and it was just a really stressful situation. So I'm glad my husband was able to go with me this time around. It just made everything a little bit easier, especially when on the way home at the airport, one of the TSA guys was being weird and rude, and he wasn't actually in charge of like handling our identity documents or like scanning us or anything. He was literally just the guy like handing out bins, and he was kind of being a jerk. So it helps to have somebody with you in those times to be like, okay, let's just muscle through this right now so we don't get in trouble. But we're totally going to complain to each other about that guy as soon as we get out of this stupid line. So it was nice to have him along. What else happened this week? My youngest brother came to visit with his girlfriend. So that was nice to have them over for dinner. And we'll get into the rest of the stuff once I get into the day by day. So habit tracker, as per usual, is for Clover, the kitten's medication, and then I have a dinner's weekly checklist over there. And then I'm going to put 2 things in my sidebar. I'm going to put in just like a cat sticker from Once More with Love, and then I'm going to put in a trio of dinosaurs sitting around chatting from Beneva Creations because I attended a Zoom meeting with some of my coworkers this week to talk about specific topics relating to the class that we all teach. And it was just nice to chat with coworkers because it gets lonely in my profession, especially when I only am on campus 1 day a week and it's the day of the week where like no classes are scheduled except mine. So it's kind of desolate and slightly depressing. So it was nice to chat with people. So that is my whole sidebar complete. I did leave like kind of a gap between the washi and the patterned half box just so they wouldn't clash. And then I put like the sticker above the half box. So I thought that was a cute way to mark all of that. Then let's get into Monday. So Monday is becoming my laundry day again. So I did a bunch of laundry this morning. So I'm going to mark that with an icon from Liner Designs and a script sticker from Magical Sticker Co. Then I worked out because that is also something I'm trying to get more in the habit of doing at least like twice a week, both for my physical health, but also for my mental health because it does help with that. I lesson planned this morning. So that's typically what I do on Mondays is like I set up my class for the week. And if I have to request any print copies of anything from my students, I do that, answer emails, all that type of thing. And then that way it's all done. I double check it like on Thursday, which is the day before my classmates, and then the rest of the week is open for grading and answering questions and those types of things. Sometimes if I have a lot of lesson planning to do, I will stretch it out over a couple of days, but generally I try to get it done on Monday, just so it's out of the way. So I'm going to mark lesson planning with a sticker from Cinderella Paper, and then we had that Zoom meeting that I talked about, so it was just nice to meet first of all, the person who was going to do my classroom observation, I think the next week or the week after that, and to see that I have people who I work with. So that was cool. Everyone's real friendly, so that's nice. So I marked that with a laptop icon from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I was just feeling good this day. I usually feel good on Mondays. I am weird in that I find Mondays great because I'm refreshed from the weekend and I'm enthusiastic about what I have to do. It's usually Tuesday, Wednesday that I hate the most because I'm over it at that point. I'm like, is the week over yet? But Mondays I usually feel good. So I have a feeling good script from Carly Plans and a icon from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I filmed Plan With Me this day. So that camera is from Plan With Me Stickers. I was actually filming the Plan With Me for right before this one for, I think it was the week of March 11th because I didn't have my kits for a couple of weeks before that. So technically I was up to date at this point. It's just I had some Plan With Me's that were older that I hadn't filmed yet. Then in the evening, we did weigh Clover. We did her weekly weigh-in. So the scale sticker is from Cinderella Paper and the cat icon is from Plana Hannah. And she was a whopping 5.88 pounds this day, which she was gaining weight, which was good. And then I just used some icons from the Plan With Me stickers freebie to mark the television I watched this week because I only had like one TV sticker left. So I used one of those icons to mark watching more Tig Notaro on Netflix and then Tasting History on YouTube. I had neglected Max Miller's channel for so long that I had a long catalog of episodes from him that I could watch. So that was basically where I focused my television watching this week. And then I slept in the office with Clover, our kitten, and so I marked that with this cute, like, snuggling up sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Tuesday, don't get too attached to the icons, or not the icons, the labels that I'm putting down in that dark brown color. I'm going to eventually pull those up because I realized I did the wrong color for the color blocking here. The dark brown color belonged on Thursday. This was supposed to be like the kind of neutral tan color. I don't know how to explain that. I did have a sore throat this day. I didn't end up getting sick. I think it was related to pollen allergies, so that's fun for me. So that sticker was from Vitneva Creations. The Decemberists released a new song this day. I did not listen to it this day, but this was the day they released it. And it was like 20 minutes long. It's a very weird song. I don't know what their next album's going to be. We'll find out in June when it gets released. But yeah, I marked that with a Linner Designs Otter sticker. I paid my credit card, which had a very high balance because I had paid for a bunch of travel with it. So that was fun. And then I did some grading. So that sticker is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I had to pack because we were leaving the next day. So that is from Cinderella Paper. And then I mentioned in my last plan with me that I wrote a cover letter for a specific job listing. Basically at colleges, since I'm part-time or adjunct, or that's mostly what I've been applying for, they have a pool application. So they just kind of like keep it open for the academic year. And I freaked out the week before because the pool application had disappeared for the English department. But I realized that they opened a new one for the new academic year this year. So I already had the cover letter ready to go and everything. And I just submitted it and I felt so much better after that. Have they contacted me for an interview or offered me any work? No, but at least it's done. At least I'm in the system. So that'll be good. Hopefully something comes of that eventually. And then I used another Plan With Me stickers freebie icon to mark watching more tasting history. And then this was the spring equinox. So first day of spring or first evening of spring, I don't know. So I marked that with a Carly Plans flower icon and a Hello Spring script in green from Plan With Me stickers. Wednesday, we had to go to the airport. So my husband worked like a half day this day. So he went into the office pretty early, like before I got up. So I'm going to mark that with a coffee icon from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. While he was at work and after I got up, I played with both of the cats to get some of their energy out because Evie was going to be left alone and Clover was going to go on an airplane with us. So I'm going to mark that with a Molly Loves Chasing Her Mouse sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Then my husband picked us up and drove us to the airport. So I'm going to use a Plan With Me stickers car to mark that. And we flew to Colorado. So I have this cute passport with a paw icon on it from Plan With Me stickers. It didn't 100% match this kit, but it was pink and like I felt like some of the art in the kit was pink, so it kind of worked. It's not that noticeable if it doesn't exactly match, I think. Then when we got to the airport, we went to Hertz, which is much better experience. Hertz just hires good people, like friendly people who know what they're doing. So they're a little more expensive, but like it's worth it in such a stressful situation as what we're dealing with our kitten. So I will pay the little bit of extra money to get a car from Hertz. So I'm going to mark that with a Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. driving her car. And then we went to our hotel. So that is a cabin sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I love using those. And I felt like it really went with this week, especially. And there was a restaurant at the hotel we were staying at. So I hadn't stayed at this hotel before. And so I was just trying it out. It was what was available at short notice. And the food was actually quite good. We got like these quinoa bowls. And he was like, the person serving us was like, oh, it's funny. A lot of people just order like the bar food, like the chicken fingers and stuff. But I guarantee you this is going to be good. I'm like, okay, I believe you. And it was. It was exactly what we needed. So that takeout sticker was from Cinderella Paper. And then I just marked that I watched a bunch of late night TV. My husband was trying to get some work done this evening in the hotel room, and so I marked that with an Alicia Craft television icon. I was watching a bunch of different stuff, like I guess Jon Stewart was back hosting The Daily Show that night. I was watching like Guys Grocery Games, and then I really like The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, but like I never watch it because I don't have network TV. And I also like Taylor Tomlinson's new show. It's called After Midnight, and it's like a comedy game show where they make fun of stuff on the internet. It's really funny to me. I don't know if other people find it funny. I don't know how long that show's going to last, but I find it entertaining. Thursday, I first marked that my husband was working remotely this day, and I marked it with that Once More with Love icon because it was kind of tricky to find him internet. Like in the hotel, he had consistent internet. At the vet hospital, he had consistent internet. But then I took him to this one cafe that I thought would be good, and they didn't have a secure Wi-Fi network, and he did need that for his job. So luckily, we were in the same town as a university, so the public library there was open. So eventually, I dropped him off there, but it was kind of chaotic. While he was working in the hotel room that morning, I was getting coffee from the hotel restaurant and just playing with Clover. we realized this day, or maybe the night before, that she was becoming reactive to catnip. So if you don't know, kittens don't necessarily react to catnip. Like, they have to get to a certain age before they will react to it. And I think the room we were in was like a designated like pet related room, and someone maybe put catnip on the floor because she was like rolling around. So that was really funny. We did have to check out of the hotel at noon that day, so I marked that with Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then we took her to her appointment. And during that appointment, there was someone else in the waiting room. Sometimes I can tell that there's other people who have cats that have the same disease that my cats have, but they don't seem like they really want to talk, so I don't bother them. But this one woman wanted to chat with us, which was nice because I feel like we all could use some support. So she recognized some of the syringes that we were holding, and she was like, "Are you part of this study?" And we're like, "Yeah, these look familiar, don't they?" Holding up the syringes. And so we got to chatting. She has an adult cat who's a few years old who has different symptoms than what our cat has. I think her cat had a lot of eye issues, so ocular problems, which is sad. But I think she was like 2 months into the treatment. And so we were just like sharing stories and letting her know, yeah, our kitten did relapse, unfortunately. It seems to be kind of rare, but just so you know, like, this is what it can be like when they do relapse. Here's what to look for. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you. But yeah, I think her cat's name was like Cusco or something. So I marked that with a black cat from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because her cat was black. I dropped off Nathan at the university, like I said, and then went through the Human Bean drive-through. They are so friendly there. I love them. And then I just hung out in the car with Clover, which I marked with an RV Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because basically I was using our rental SUV as a little place to hang out like an RV. I don't know. It made sense to me, and I never get to use my RV stickers because we don't really do that type of trip. I put in a rainbow sticker from the Plan With Me stickers freebie. I think I'm not going to talk about this situation too much. Basically, there was a death in the extended family. It was very sad, and I'm not that close to the people involved, but this was the day I found out, so that's just what that's for. Went back to Hertz at some point because we had to catch our flight, and this is where TSA was giving me a hard time. I am very seasoned in taking Clover through airport security at this point, unfortunately, but also fortunately. So this one guy who I'm telling you, he was literally just handing out bins to people. He did not, from my perspective, he did not have an important job. He was like, "Oh, can you take the harness off of her?" And I'm like, "No, because then she'll go running." And like, no one's ever given me a hard time about this. I just have her in her harness with the leash attached so she doesn't get away from me. And that way I can take her out of the carrier, which you have to do at TSA. And they have me go through the metal detector. And he's like, "Oh, well, it's going to set off the metal detector." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I just walk away towards the people gesturing at me. And I walk through, and it does not set off the metal detector because it hasn't. It never has. And then they have to like wipe down your hands to make sure you're not, doing something bad. But like, I'm just like, dude, know your job. Like, this is not your business. Most TSA people have been really nice to me, but the ones who like aren't actually in charge of anything are the rudest to me, quite frankly. So that was annoying. You know who did set off the metal detector? The guy who was walking through the metal detector behind me who forgot to take his belt off. Okay, so I know what I'm doing. I fly a lot, even before this whole situation with the cat. So it annoys me when like I go to certain airports and like I do things a certain way. He's also giving Nathan a hard time because he was trying to take his laptop out of his bag, and he's like, "You don't need to do that." And Nathan's like, "Every other airport, they make you do that." So that's the thing that gets me about airports is they act like you're stupid when you're doing something that you've been asked to do every single time you fly. And it's just like, go away. But of course you can't say anything like that in the line because then you probably won't be allowed to get on your flight. So I'll shut up about that now. We got McDonald's, that's stickers from Bella Planella, and then we flew home late at night. Next day, Friday. So week 4 of Clover's treatment was complete. Nathan worked from home and I went to go teach my classes and hold my office hours on campus. So all of those stickers are from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Then I came home and cleaned our apartment. That is an icon from Litter Designs because my brother and his girlfriend were going to come over. They were visiting from SoCal, which somehow I didn't realize my brother had moved there in the last few months. I'm a wonderful sister, aren't I? I did put cat TV on for the cats because to help them relax and like have something to look at while we were having guests over. So I used another icon from the Plan With Me stickers freebie. And then they came over and Nathan made a vegan dish because my brother's girlfriend is vegan. So we made like chana masala, I think. So it turned out pretty nice. So that is from Once More With Love. And then we had to give Clover her 5th dose of her immunostimulant. So that's from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And our older cat, Evie, who doesn't really like anybody except my husband and I, she actually let my brother's girlfriend pet her. And I think it must be because my brother's girlfriend has a cat that's kind of like Evie. Like she's kind of a COVID cat who's not the most social, so and very shy. So maybe that's why Evie liked her. She's like, okay, you passed the vibe check. But yeah, that was cute because my brother's girlfriend was like, oh, you're so soft. And I'm like, literally nobody gets to experience that because our cat is so shy. So that was cute. So that cat is from Beneva Creations. Saturday, I marked that it was 6 months till our Casey Musgraves concert. There was a thunderstorm this day, so that weather icon's from Planet Hannah. And then I was just exhausted this day from traveling and hosting people and all these things. My brother's girlfriend did bring us some flowers the night before, which was very kind, as a housewarming gift. So I actually arranged them in like a pot that we had on our back patio, just so the cats wouldn't get into them. And then I marked watching more tasting history with a chef sticker from Once More With Love. Sunday was 3 weeks till Clover's birthday, so that's from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. It was also Palm Sunday, so I marked that with a church from Oh Hello Co. and a Palm Sunday script from Planet Hannah. And then we have a screen door to our bedroom, going out to the back patio. So I opened that up because it was really nice weather this day, and the cats got to hang out in front of the screen door, which is really nice. My husband said yes to being a groomsman in a very good friend's wedding. This guy was the best man at our wedding, so I marked that with a wedding icon from Planet Hannah. So that'll be fun. And then I placed an Amazon order for some things for Clover's birthday and my first Caress Press order. We pulled weeds out of our garden bed this day because after all the rain and everything, weeds had just taken over our back patio, so we needed to get those out of there. And we did some party planning for Clover's birthday, like who were we gonna invite? We were just very small gathering. What were we gonna serve as far as food, that type of thing. And then Nathan surprised me as part of the grocery haul this day. He does a lot of our grocery shopping. He brought home some Cadbury caramel eggs, which I love this time of year for Easter. I don't love them all the time, but like having them once a year is nice. And so he decided to try one this night, so that was cute, I thought. So I marked that with an egg from Plan With Me stickers, and then I watched more tasting history and slept in the office with Clover. So those stickers are both from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. So here is the finished spread. I filled in with a little bit of green foil from that Plan With Me stickers freebie, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a nice week. Bye.